And we are live. Welcome everyone. And here I am today. This is our second day of playing on the new survival world. So let's see what we've got going on here. So last time, you may remember, I was working on mining out an area just so I can get some resources, some ores, and then I'll start building my house. My biggest priority right now is actually to go ahead and to prepare myself for having a place to live. I've thought about living in the desert, but considering it's a desert, it's kind of isolated, kind of quiet. I'm not a huge fan, so what I'll do instead is I'm probably gonna explore, and I might build somewhere out near that ocean. Eventually, I do want to gather a lot of sand for all sorts of different reasons. So I think it'll be beneficial to build near the desert, but perhaps not build right next to it. Another thing I want to do is I want to find another village somewhere. That's gonna be a little challenging though, because we got one right here. So obviously there's not gonna be one super close by, but we could get lucky. So who knows? I'm gonna try to finish all this. At least try to get full iron. I'm gonna go ahead and make diamond tools. I was debating on it last time whether or not I should, but I decided that it'd probably be a good idea. Why do I need redstone? There we go. So diamond axe, pickaxe. Let's go ahead real quick and just put some of this stuff up. We don't need flint, coal, redstone, lots of cobble. We don't need all that. Okay. All right. Then we have our diamonds. We're just gonna put those in there. Probably just make an iron shovel for now. Let's actually lower some of the music. It's a little loud for my preferences. So options. There we go. Cool. So let's see, we have some leather. That'll be good for making books later on. And iron. So let's actually make 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 iron. And then we can do this. And I know I've got a diamond pickaxe, but I don't want to wear everything out too quickly. Eat real quick here. Alright, nice. So we're at 2/4 iron. I'm just gonna go ahead and make some more armor. So we need pants and shoes. There we go. Now we got a little bit more protection. And while we're at it, we should just probably go ahead and make a shield too. It's interesting because I was never really familiar with using shields in Minecraft until quite recently, actually. And that's because of the shields not being a thing for really a long time. So I'm probably not going to keep this in my hotbar right now. So do this. And we're going to do a little bit of exploring here. So let's keep this oak planks on us. Torches. We don't need this lapis. And there we go. I think we're good for now. Alright, so let's go exploring a little bit. So right now we are at X, let's see here. X negative 1460-ish, 64, 1360. So I kind of want to, oh, sun's going down. Probably go to sleep, and I might bring an extra bed with me so I can ignore the zombies and whatnot if I'm traveling, because that would not be fun. Here we go. We're just gonna keep a bed on us. Wait for the sun to go down, and in the morning we're going to go for a little bit of an adventure. I think I might want to stay in this area. It's pretty flat. It's really nice. There's a mix of biomes around here, even though the desert does kind of go far out that way. And then got some birch trees over there, some oak. That'd be nice. And then we have a village nearby. So let's hop in the bed. And it's morning, so let's go to the ocean. So recently, I have been busy watching things in the news and watching all sorts of things with finance. That's one of my other big hobbies besides playing games, is I like to keep up with finance, personal finance, the markets, those sorts of things. It's kind of an old person thing, I understand, but in my opinion, though, it's one of the most important things anyone could ever learn. And the reason for that is because it provides so much opportunity. Like for me, I've personally tripled my money in the markets. Is that another town over there? I've tripled my money in the markets quite recently. And if it's kind of crazy to think about, like, it's like, hey, with like if you put, let's say, $200 in the market, typical gains of like the top 500 companies, you'll get about 6%, right? However, what I tend to do is I try to look at things like social media, just see what's popular, and then just buy based off that. And I've had crazy good returns from that, and it's been awesome. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is gorgeous. And as someone who's young and someone who's going to be coming out of college soon, I think it's going to be very important for me as a person to basically develop myself into someone who can afford things that I may want to afford one day, to be able to invest in myself. And of course, that will require, obviously, time, training, but also require money. And so by being able to kind of afford things and being able to not have to worry about my own finance and my own like capabilities later on, it pretty much sets me up for success as an individual. And I think that's one of the important skills that many schools tend to leave out when they're teaching their students. I went to a public high school, and at that school, we had a basic economics course. However, though, nothing really ever seemed to really seem applicable to me. I never really felt like it was useful, but here now as a college student and as someone who is gonna go get into a job soon, a lot of the stuff I had to teach myself, and I think that that's one area where schools have really let people down. They haven't been able to apply these sorts of teachings to apply this curriculum to people. All right, let's see here. Leather for, and these are some bad trades. Oh, looks like OBS finally decided to catch up after a little bit of an error. Disconnected. That's a little bit annoying. Totally okay though. I understand that it happens. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that everything's running fine. And as someone who's somewhat new to streaming and new to just making videos, it's a big learning curve. I did not really honestly expect it to be that way, but I guess the more you know, the more you grow, right? I don't think I explored the last few houses in this village. I should go do that. Hello, kitty. Ooh, chest. And what do we have? Wheat. And librarian. Okay. So you have bookshelves that I'm gonna steal. Thank you, thank you. Mucho thinks so. Alright. I still do not know how to make those little stands. See, if I'm gonna build a house, maybe I could build it. I don't want to build in the desert though. That's the thing, and I do want to have village access and villagers. I could bring them with me, but that might be a little bit of a pain. I've got that village near me though, across the river, so that might not be an issue. But we could see though. That looks like a totally different biome over there. Is that like a savanna biome for just a little bit, or like a what is that? I don't know. Strange. Yeah, it looks like a savanna biome right over there. What was that? Gosh, it scared me. Okay, here's the other village. Some weird structures out there. Alright, let's get back to our chest. Hello, chickens. Why cannot hit this chicken? There we go. What's here? Oh, a ravine! This is dangerous, but good to know about. I should definitely go in there and explore that. I do need to make buckets now that I just remembered. Kind of silly that I don't have a bucket, considering how useful they are in falling and not dying. So, let's gather some more wood. You can never have too much wood in this game. I feel like that's one of the resources that's more valuable than anything else. Alright. Trees here. What I'd like to find is some big spruce trees, so that way I can grow those giant mega trees, and then... not spruce trees. Well, I guess spruce, right? Oh, here's a bunch of cows. I'd like to get some of these cows. Oh, wait a minute. I can. Come here, cows. Gosh, we got all the animals following us now. Heck yes. I am the farmer. Okay. So, our stuff is right over there. I hear an Ender Boy. Actually, screw it, we don't need this yet. Let's see, does this river have access to the ocean, though? This is something good to know about. Because if it does, then I should be set. So much sand over here. Part of me really just wants to shovel it all out. Yes, we do have ocean access. Okay, this is excellent. Alright, I might just build where I'm at right now. I like it. It's right near a village. We're in the middle of several different biomes. I think it's going to be a nice spot. Now, while it's not one of those like super gorgeous overlook spots that you'd see in the forums or anything, I think it's a good starting location. We could build it probably right over there. Right along the ridge. So, let's do this. Let's make some chests and start moving everything. Alright. Need more wood. Start moving things. Okay, 3. I'll move this to here. But the sun, looks like the sun's going down again. I think one of the really interesting things about Minecraft as a game is how timeless it is. It's always proven to me to be one of those games where pretty much you can play it as much as you want, and you're not going to get tired of it. Why is this grass here without... So strange. Okay. Might want to turn this place into my home. Let's see this. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's just a timeless game. I've always found that to be the case. It's always been pretty inspiring for me to just be able to get creative. Where my creativity lacks elsewhere, it makes up for in Minecraft. Clear up all this grass and poppies and flowers. Okay. Now I think for this area, we're going to start building our house here right by the ocean. Let's get some dirt. I want to fill in that hole where that water is. It's not exactly optimal for what I want to do. Let's just use up the stone shovel. I'm not picky, I'm patient. If anything, I'm perhaps a little too conservative with my resources. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to use our iron shovel. One thing about Minecraft that has always kind of... I don't know if it's a complaint or what it is that just sometimes the mining, while it's fun, it can get extremely boring. And some people who manage to make these auto farms, they're absolute geniuses. I eventually hope to do that with this series where I can make those farms and start auto farming things. Because my big passion, again, like I said, is building. I've always been a builder at heart. I've never really played on like many PvP servers. The only ones I've really played on is Hypixel, but I haven't played many PvP games on that. I don't take it super seriously like other people do. I'm not one of those competitive Bed Wars players or anything. That's what if I wanted to play PvP, I'd just go play Battlefield or Call of Duty. That's just my personal preference, but. Everyone has their own little thing going for them, and, you know, floats your boat, just go for it. But for me, I thoroughly enjoy being able to just build things. And once I get this area cleared out, I'm going to start building my first house, which is crazy to think about. So, why am I digging this with an axe? I am silly, aren't I? And I think one benefit of having my house by an ocean is several things. One, I can transport villagers, creatures, whatever I need fairly easily. It should not be that much of an issue. And then on top of that, I have access to I have unlimited access to water. It makes exploring a lot easier since I could just hop on a boat, find new biomes and lands. Maybe we can get ourselves an ocean monument if we're lucky. But, of course, that's going to be a lot later in the game, so who actually knows what's going to happen with that? Here's a zombie. Where you at, buddy? The thing about this game that always, I wouldn't say annoyed me, but kind of irked me a little was just the random hostile mob noises, which can be kind of annoying, but, you know, what can I say? So I want to do... Alright. So we need to fill this area in. I'm probably going to shovel all this out anyway, which I should probably be using sand. But honestly, it doesn't make a difference for me. All I can remember when I think about water is how it used to be back in InfDev stage, kind of toward when the game came out at the very beginning. Instead of having water slowly flow into things, it would just iron. It would just automatically pretty much teleport, and then your whole house could be flooded. And it wasn't exactly the the most the best thing to happen. So, and I think let's see here, we have I did not mean to do that. And we're almost done, thank goodness. Alright, looks like we got rid of all the water here. Now let's start making a house. So, I'm probably going to make the foundations of this house in stone. Cobble, or I could do smooth. We'll see here. Let's just set up a chest for now. Set it up over here. Start emptying our inventory. Okay, we can start placing some torches around here. I think as I've streamed, I think I've learned a little bit more about how to manage myself here with time and resources. And I don't like to play without streaming because I don't want anything to be missed or have any content missed out. Like for instance, like yesterday when I found those diamonds and I was just like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I found diamonds? And then I found them half a second later. That's the kind of stuff that makes me laugh. That just makes me enjoy playing Minecraft. It's just like all the weird little things that could happen and the weird statistical things that could happen with really just to anyone or anything. Oh, an egg. Maybe we could bake a cake. Let's see here. Okay. And with this, let's just start emptying this out. Oh, I keep forgetting I have TNT. That's going to be super useful later on. Alright, that's all we're able to get for now. So let's run back. I'm going to need to make more torches too. That's something else I'll have to work on. So here, let's put more valuable things in the small chest. Some of the valuable resources. And I don't have an ender chest or anything like that yet, so I can't really do much there. I also need to get a saddle, eventually. Or that zombie for half a second again, that was kind of annoying. It's like I need to eat something too. And one of my other goals is pretty soon is to start a cow farm. Since the saturation for beef is so high in this game. And on top of that, in general, steak is just something easy to acquire. I think it'd be really good to go ahead and make a cow farm pretty soon. These suspicious stews. It reminds me of when you could PvP and eat food and it'd be immediate. Now that's not the case, except for suspicious stew. It's pretty close to being quick. in terms of being able to eat it and not have to waste time munching on it for a long time like you do with some other things. Okay. We're almost done transporting everything, thank goodness. Alright, just in time. Hop in bed pretty soon. Alright. Let's see. So now that we have all our stuff over here, we're probably going to go ahead and start building a house. One of the things when it comes to building houses I like to do is I like to make it multiple stories. And depending on like where I'm at, it kind of sets the mood for what I want to build. Right here, where we are, we're right by the ocean. But we're also near a desert. So I don't want to build anything too exquisite, too big. I like building really big, exquisite things, especially when I'm on mountaintops, but I might build something a little bit more quaint here. However, it's not going to be something like you'd find in like some multiple, like very like antebellum type mansion or anything like that, or something like you would see in like some castle you would see maybe in New York and perhaps like that was built in the 1920s. I might build something a little more simple. However, though, I do want this to be something that looks fairly good and not completely out of place. That's kind of the goal. All these flowers while we're at it so we can make dye later on. Okay. So let's start with, so we've got wood, stone. Let me get my furnace set up. I need to smelt the rest of that iron too before I forget. So where's that iron? And we need coal. We need a mine for more coal too. We don't have a lot. That's a little annoying. Let's make a bucket while we're at it. Make 3 buckets. There we go. Nice. And I guess we don't have to make an unlimited water source either because we've already got a water source right there. So that's pretty sweet. So now for the house, let's think here. How do we want to build this? So I do want to make some stone. The regular generic stone. Actually, you know what I could do? I could do this. Make coal blocks. There we go. That's a smart way to do things. So now I can take a stack of cobble and just stick it in there. Make some smooth stone. And let's see, so we have some spruce logs. I'd really like to get more spruce, but there aren't many spruce trees around here. I'm probably gonna have to find saplings in another biome and then perhaps plant some around here. Okay, I'll just let that decay. Need more oak logs, because I like to build with logs. Looks like we might not have to, because I've got a lot right here. So I've got that. Got some cobble, lots of andesite. Just curious, how do you build lectern? Ah, did not know that. Okay, I've got no clue how to build a stone cutter, or if you can only spawn in villages and I just have to pick one up there. So let's just go ahead and start laying a floor down. Wool, stone, and this is going really fast. Excellent. So I want to fill that hole in. Dirt. That's going to be our front yard. Not want just a hole in our front yard. It's almost as bad as potholes in somewhere like New Jersey. Whew. I remember driving out there one time. It's my first time ever going to New York, actually. It was driving through Jersey. While I do appreciate the fact that everyone goes really fast so you don't get stuck behind any slow drivers, the roads, they're not great. You run into so many potholes, it's actually quite crazy. And while, of course, I can understand why, because for one, the traffic's so busy, they probably aren't able to shut lanes down to work on the roads. It's not great. It's not great at all. Okay, so this is going to be where our first house is going to be. Eventually I might want to move, though. I do prefer living near mountains. However, though, I can't complain with this. And I do eventually want to build another portal system. So I've got high hopes right now. Hopefully they're not stupid high hopes, but hopefully there's something good, so who knows. Okay, cool. So this here cobble, let's just start laying foundation down. Or at least get the floor down. And I also want to make some stairs. Let's see here. Some cobble stairs. I don't know why my game is being like this. Okay. Cool. So now we can take this. I would like to do this with it, so. That. Looks like we make some more stairs. I remember back before you even had the search function. It's pretty handy nowadays, but I don't know. Makes the game feel kind of easy. Alright, I don't think I'm going to build this backside, actually, because I think I might want to expand my house outward, so let's actually just go ahead and make my house the size I actually want to make it. So that way I don't feel kind of dumb doing it the way I'm doing it now. see how many blocks is this so far. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 blocks. So that's like one in the middle, right? I think so. Cool. So it's gonna be big enough. Nah, screw it. Let's just see what happens. That's half a building after all. Oh, this grass needs mowing. I need sheep over here or something. Whew. For this, we don't need that. We don't need that. All right. Oh man, I'm getting a phone call. This is fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I'll do a little building off camera, and we'll see how things go then. So take care, everyone. Have a great afternoon, and I will see you next time.